Y'all.
Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast. We missed you.
What happened to welcome back to Sugar and Shit?
Oh, welcome back to Sugar on Shit.
Boom. Come on, y'all know she
We
gotta
was-
say that. Y'all know she gotta do it. So how she gonna
I know I
forget
was
it?
trying to do a different. I was trying to do a different intro because we said that I was dragging it the last time. Remember?
Yeah, you did, but I mean,
That's
we
the-
still
that's
need
the
her.
intro. Okay.
We still need her.
Welcome back to Sugar on Shit, y'all.
Yes, welcome back. How was you guys' week? I hope it was a good week.
Mine was a tiring week. Very very tiring. I'm still not adjusting to this daylight savings. Like I really need my hour back. It's fucking me up.
Period. Like
Yeah.
seriously, I'm done. I'll be like, oh my god, like
They
what
say
is
it takes
happening?
21 days to form a habit. So what day is this now? It's just about at 21, ain't it? No?
Not to me, it's not.
Shit. Well, I'm hoping this week I can like get on my feet because I just feel all over the place right now. It's not a good feeling. But tired
So
week.
we were going to record another topic. But as you guys have seen, I'm sure you guys have read everything that happened with Emily and Fab. Well, you heard about the story of what happened with Emily and Fab. And Fab meaning fabulous. For all the people in the back who don't know. And we just thought that it would be fitting to come up here and talk about domestic violence and its effects, how it affect our community and everything, and who's held responsible, who's not. Um, as for me, I am a survivor of domestic violence, and everybody know that I'm really passionate about it. I hold an event every October, and I raise money to give to Safe Horizons every year. So, like it's a passion of mine. And okay, in case y'all don't know the story, tell them the story.
Okay, so basically, Fab was upset that Emily was in LA at the same time that he was in LA, and he threatened her. And basically he went through with his threats. When he got back to Jersey, I believe they live in, when he returned back to Jersey, he basically beat up like she was a nigga. He punched on her face 7 times, knocked out her 2 front teeth, and then proceeded to turn around and threaten the lives of her brother and her father. There's also a video that surfaced from TMZ where they show him outside having to be held back. The father's like, "That's my daughter. What are you doing?" And he's basically like, "Yo, I'll fuck you up too." And he was very violent in that video. I mean, it did.
And he had a knife in his hand.
And he had a knife in his hands. I mean, it definitely didn't help his cause if he even had one. But my personal opinion is his ass needs to be in jail.
No, we're not gonna go with your personal opinion yet.
Okay, but that's what happened. So those are the facts right now.
So to get into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, she went to LA, right?
Mm-hmm.
While he was out in LA.
Correct.
He did not know that she would be out in LA. He found out through social media that she was in LA, and he threatened her for being in LA, right?
Pretty much.
According to reports, because we weren't there, so before y'all get over here talking about some, were you there, like, we weren't there, but according to the reports that came out from various news sites, this is what it was. TMZ cracked the story, so it is what it is, right?
And you know TMZ don't never lie because he ain't trying to get sued.
So, boom. So when she got back home, he had came home and was violent with Emily or whatever the case may be. And her father and her brother came to the house, and he was upset that they were at the house, and he was like, "Why are they here?" She's like, "Well, that's my dad." In the video, you can see Fabulous like trying to like go towards her, and you can see her running. You can see her him going towards like her father or whatever, and you can see he had a little knife in his hand, and the bodyguard was holding him back, trying to put him in the car. You can hear the kids crying in the background. You can hear all of that. You can hear Emily like scream as if she was scared.
Mm-hmm.
And I posted it up on social media, all for people to really be on some allegations. These are allegations. This is before the video came out, though. This is when it was just the news reports, right? And they're like, "Oh, those are allegations. How could you say that or whatever?" Like, did we forget that Emily is a woman?
Hold on 1 second. I just pulled up the video. Let me show you guys. So basically, he's an animal.
Like, it's no excuse for that type of behavior. Like, I don't care what she could have done. She's a woman. She can't whoop his ass. Like, let's stop that.
Right. If you have, like, if she makes you that upset, go left. But how you gonna be so, like, how her being in LA makes you that mad to the point where you deem it necessary to punch her 7 times in her face and knock out her 2 front teeth? Do you know how strong your 2 front teeth is? That is a lot of force, because those are the strongest teeth in your mouth. He's an animal, the mother of your children, and that's how you do her.
Like, I don't, people really grinded my gears with that, especially women, because they were making fun of it. When it was just
I'm so sick of women. Sometimes we're our own worst enemies.
Yes, when it was just the news reports, it was like, oh, it's allegations. Don't say stuff like that. Were you there?
But I will say this though. Fab is not new to this. He is true to this, because my homeboy had to remind me. Did y'all forget that Fab and his brother and a bunch of his entourage had beat up Cat Stacks a couple of years ago?
But also, did y'all forget that Winter Ramos wrote that in her book during Love and Hip Hop when they was taping?
Yep.
Hence the reason why Emily is no longer on the show, because he told her she couldn't be on the show no more. Yep. Like, this is a known fact. You could tell Emily was abused. You could tell that he was whooping on her ass. She always looks sad. She's a very pretty woman. She always looks sad. Smiles. Like, for women to really be on some, oh, he couldn't have done that, whatever. Come on. That's not right. Like, she's a woman. You cannot, like, defend nothing like that. She's a woman. Yeah. She can't whoop his ass. I don't care if you don't like her. Nobody deserves to be punched on like a punching bag. Like, that shit is not okay. And it's not okay how everybody, like, especially you women, like, you women are sad. Like, you guys really...
Yeah, y'all pathetic.
Yeah, like, and you could tell that your man be calling y'all bitches.
And y'all let that shit rock.
Yeah, you could tell y'all all used to that. You could tell that you done got knocked around a couple of times. Mm-hmm. It's nothing funny about a woman being abused. I don't care. I don't care.
You don't even need to be raising your fucking voice. Like, we could have a disagreement and it could be cordial and it could be right here. The moment you start to belittle someone, and especially when you do it on a daily basis, like, I'm a firm believer in verbal abuse or psychological abuse will lead into physical abuse. So you can't tell me nothing different. And Fab and Emily is the perfect example of that, because he been in her psyche, fucking her up. And I promise you, this is not the first time he put hands on her, but now that he has literally fucked with her face, she's probably like, yo, enough is enough. This is not the first. For him to punch her 7 times in the face and knock out her tooth, this is not the first time that this has happened. It's fucking unfortunate, because she has a daughter. Her daughter's, what, about 19?
Yeah.
So, and they've been together, 10 years? So how many years have her daughter been sitting there watching this? And it's sad that she feels like she's had to stay in this. Like, why I don't get it. Like, I don't know. But Fab, I hope her father get his hands on her. Like, I really do.
At this point, the father might just be too old and he ain't have time for that energy. But they all needed to rally around her and whoop his ass, because he's too much. Like, regardless of what, money should not make you lose your self-respect. So she didn't need to stick with Fab. She can make money. Like, get up out of here. Like, females, that be their thing. They be like, oh, I can't leave because you want this lifestyle. But at what cost, though? What cost is it to you? Like,
yeah. I mean, clearly, I mean, it's worth her life. I'm not sure. It's just it's disturbing, because people are looking at the fact that she lost her teeth, but on a bigger scale, that's your head. You know how much trauma, like, that's your head. Like, anything could have happened. Like, she could have been bleeding in her head. Like, it's just so many things that could have happened that it could have been a lot worse than losing your 2 front teeth, is what I'm saying. And he's an animal. He's a monster. He needs to go to jail, and, I mean, that's that. Anything else you want to say in regards to that story?
No. He done in my book. Done, yeah. Done. Don't put your hand on no female. Nothing should make you put your hand on a female. If a female brings you to that point, then you don't need to be with her. You don't need to be around her. Nothing. Like, he didn't need to be with that girl. He did that girl so wrong, because you could tell he's an insecure bitch. He's a whole bitch.
I mean, first of all, Fab clearly don't give a fuck about no type of dental, because he's been walking around with the same chipped tooth since forever. So let's make that clear. But the fact that you feel like hitting someone like that is like that's okay.
He hit her like she was a nigga. Go fight, and that's why I put up. Go fight a man. I want to see a video of him fighting a man. I want to see a video of him turning the fuck up on some niggas without no security. Y'all want to see how quick he gonna get his ass whooped? That Brevoy project shit ain't gonna matter. You ain't never seen
no video of Fab running up on no dude, but videos, countless videos and accounts of stuff is out there with him and his entourage always running up on a female. Y'all are some bitches. Like try a dude.
Bitches.
Try a dude. Like I promise you. Like you all that say sorry, got hitting people down to their knees. Like, you ain't gonna do that to no dude. They gonna fuck your ass up, and I hope somebody fuck your ass up. Period. Like,
period.
Fat made me dumb tight. Like,
well, that's for that, because that shit is whack. Like, we have to talk about that. Like, and like I said, all you ladies that's co-signing that shit, that's some sucker shit. You hear me?
Yo, I pray that your man never let anybody that you deal with, don't never lay their hands on you, because I would hate.
And I got your 2 front teeth. Because that ain't going to be no joke. You ain't going to want that shit circulating online and you seeing nobody supporting you. No man got on my post and defended that. Not one man. Every man was like, yo, that's crazy.
I did have one man, though, which is somebody that, he just reminded me as to why I don't talk to his ass. So his name is C_Ray Life on Instagram. And I want because you gotta put ignorance out there. You gotta check people on their ignorance. So when I had posted the story on my Instagram, he writes, "It's always 2 sides to." Well, first of all, he put TO, not TWO. It's always 2 sides to the story, but yeah, if it's true, it will be fucked up. My nigga. Did nobody ask you about what size to nothing, blah, 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 whatever the case may be? Why did you feel the need to sit there and say that? You could have kept it scrolling. You understand what I'm saying? You could don't press like, no nothing, but you felt the need to tell me that there's always 2 sides to every story. Who gives a fuck? This is the side that I'm reading right now, and this is the side that I'm addressing at the moment. Don't tell me about it's 2. There's not 2 sides to domestic violence. It's 1 side, domestic violence. That's it. That's it. And then he writes me yesterday, which was the day after, and he writes, what he wrote? I guess you was right about that nigga. Shit sad. I had so much respect for dude. Why did you feel the need to automatically defend someone that you don't fucking know, you fucking nincompoop? You see that shit? This is why people upset my nerves. And then they get mad when I tongue lash them.
C_Ray Life. Don't try ever.
Don't listen. Y'all gonna stop DMing me and texting me because I be putting everybody on blast. I don't give a fuck. Y'all dumb. Like, so if you don't have nothing nice to say about a female being beat on, then don't say anything at all. Is what I'm saying to you. Because I'll chew your ass alive. What about you?
Facts.
Yeah, we're not here for that.
I don't even know what made me be here for it the first time because. Like, it wasn't, I don't know, like, and then, it'd be, like, certain things that go into play of why you stay with somebody who abused you or whatever. Like, I don't really want to go into the story because if you look at anything that have anything to do with me, I could direct you to a link that has all about my domestic violence advocacy or whatever. So I'm not really going to spend all this time going into that.
She'll attach it in the description box.
Pretty much. But basically... like, I stayed, and I don't really, like, right now, looking back, I'm like, what made me do that? Like, what made me stay? Like, I wasn't scared. I got the fuck up and left. Like, it was just like, why did I stay? Why did I come back?
Was it love?
No, it wasn't even the damn love. I don't know. Like, I have no clue. Maybe it was the love. It was the kids. I got kids or whatever. It's like, okay, you stay, work it out for your kids. But let me tell you something. That shit is corny and is whack. Them kids will never respect you if they know that you sat there and got your ass whooped and you took it.
I dated a man whose
your
mom...
kids want you.
Yep. I dated a man whose mom was a victim of domestic violence. And he told me straight up, like, he felt like his mom was weak because she stayed. And he never respected her.
Your kids will never respect you.
Even after she left, he didn't respect her.
Regardless of what kind of abuse you get. Physical, emotional, mental.
Yeah.
Your kids will not respect you. They will see you as weak. And once I realized that I'm being looked at by my 2 kids.
Your 2 sons.
As that. it's time to go. I got up and ain't never looked back. You hear me? Like, you don't be with nobody who can put their hands on you, who feel comfortable putting their hands on you as a man to a woman, because you can't whoop his ass no matter how you try unless you killing that nigga. And everybody always want to say how strong they are, whatever the case may be. Get your ass hit by a nigga and you see the rage in his eyes and you tell me if you going to feel like you could whip his ass. You got two options: either kill that nigga or get somebody to kill him for you or put hands on him. That's what you're going to do. And if you love them, you're not going to want to involve your family, because it wasn't like I couldn't tell my dad. You know, it wasn't like my father wasn't around to be there for me. It wasn't like I didn't have a host of uncles, nothing like that. It's just I ain't tell nobody. It was done in my house by myself. That's it.
So, how long did it take you to leave?
About 4 years.
Between the first time he put his hands on you?
Mm-hmm.
God damn, why you stayed a long time?
I said I stayed.
I ain't gonna judge. God damn.
You could judge, that's fine. I ain't mad. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
So how many times, I mean, I know we're not gonna go into details, but how many times did he physically hurt you? Like, how many times did he hit you?
I can't. It was countless. We always had fights, so it wasn't like he was just knocking me around. I was just sitting there. No, we would fight. Like, he hit me and I'll fight back or whatever. But his strength overpowered mine. So it wasn't like, like it wasn't like I was just Rocky Balboa out here. No. But the last time was the worst time, and it was bad or whatever. And I called my homegirl E.
Hey E, hey boo.
My girl, like, she jumped on that nigga back. Yo,
she's a rider. Like,
she
he don't
came
play
in
those
my
games.
crib. Like, she jumped on that nigga back. Like, get the fuck off of her. Like, it went down in that house, and I said, like, if I leave this house today, I'm never coming back. And that's just what it was. I prayed to God, like, while we were fighting, I'm like, if you get me out of this situation, when I leave out of here, I will never return back. That day was the last day that I ever was in that situation.
What made that the final straw for you?
Because that nigga spit on me and kicked me like he was dragging me like by the hair or whatever. Because I had like a ponytail in or whatever. He was dragging me by the hair. And that nigga kicked me with a Timberland boot. In my head. Yes.
Oh, he wanted to kill you?
A grown man. Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
So I was like, oh no. Like, and he was just mad over something that was just mad dumb. And like, that nigga is just weak. Like, it was just a weak, like, you a weak nigga. And he definitely knew. Like, I was like, nah, and I was done. And then, like, once I got the courage to actually speak about it, like, I left him and then I got with my boyfriend. And, like, he straight up told him, he said, like, I don't know what kind of shit you was on before that. He said, but I dare you to threaten my girl, put your hand on my girl, whatever. He said, and I'm going to kill you myself. That nigga ain't never fuck with me after that. Because he was calling me, like,
because he got mad. He got energy for a female, but he don't got no energy
he ain't have no energy for that
and
nigga.
And that's why a lot of them people, they don't have no energy for dudes, but they have energy for females. And that's why they like to try it.
Yeah, like, for all you females that is in a domestic violence relationship, real talk, get a man on that man. Like, seriously, you'll see how quick they bitch up. I promise you. Get a dude who won't play about you, and you'll see just how quick they will bitch up.
Fuck down. They'll back the fuck up. Like
because he was calling me like, oh, you can't have the kids. It was like a whole big thing or whatever. Man, Wes was like, fuck out of here. Like, it went down. So, like, it was crazy. But, and it's been 7 years, and I would never look back. It's been 7 years. 7.
I'm glad you got out of that. Well, I ain't never had nobody put their hands on me. I don't play those games. But for me personally, with my longest relationship, we did, it was a lot of verbal abuse and psychological abuse. And for me, my breaking point was the day he kicked down my door. I said, oh, no. If you gonna kick down my door, you beat the fuck out of my ass. I packed all my shit. And the day I took my last final for the semester, which was December 13th of 2010, the day I took my last final, I called my sister, I said, sis, I'm going to be my final, meet me at the apartment, and just put everything in the car. My sister did just that. I took my last final. I took my ass back to Georgia, Went home to my family. I do not play those games. You is not gonna kick my door down. You are not. Mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. And for years, people told me, like, people would be surprised, like, oh, he ain't hit you yet? Like, he be fucking up bitches. Everybody he dated, he hit his baby mother, his ex-girlfriend, he beat her up at work at the strip club, like, all types of stuff. And everybody was surprised that, at that point, we had crossed, like, the 4 or 5 year mark, and he still hadn't put his hands on me. But that day he kicked down my door, I said, what we not gonna do is this. I could do the whole verbal back and forth and all that other stuff, but I dipped. I couldn't do it because I already knew if he put his hands on me, I'm not taking it lightly. And I'm not psychotic, but I'm gonna come for you until I feel like I got you, like you got me. So I would have ended up in jail. We probably both would. I don't know. One of us was gonna end up dead or in jail. So I had to leave. I had to let that shit go. Loved him. Couldn't fuck with him no more.
A whole bitch. I'm telling you, dudes, y'all put your hands on a female, you're a whole bitch. Remember, I said it from my mouth to your ears. You a whole bitch.
She ain't telling no lies.
Whole bitch.
This is Sunday too, so you know she ain't lied on the Lord's Day.
Nope. All right. So we did a poll
on our social media.
Right. Oh, sorry, I was all blocking the camera.
No, you good. So what you asked?
I think I asked your same questions, but is domestic violence acceptable? And 94% said no. Somebody pressed yes. I'm gonna say that person meant to press the no button. To be honest, because he's not even a person who do domestic violence, so I don't even know. Like, I meant to hit him up and ask him, but every other question he answered correctly. That one was wrong. So I'm just going to give him a pass on that one. I definitely don't believe he be rocking his fiance or nothing like that. He's not even that type of dude. I know him.
Yeah.
And then I asked, have you ever been in a domestic violence relationship? No. 76% was no. 24% was yes. I'm in the 24% because I definitely was. Are you currently in a domestic violence relationship? Everybody put no. No. If you are a survivor of DV, have you forgiven your abuser? 67% said no. 33% said yes. And I'm in the 33%. Because I'm not holding on to that. It happened. It was what it was. I ain't harboring that. I got out of there and I made way and I'm good and that's it. So.
Yeah, and I asked my followers. I asked them, do they feel like verbal and psychological abuse is just as bad as physical abuse? And everybody said yes. So I'm proud of you guys for being smart. Y'all probably thought I was gonna cut y'all out if y'all had said no. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm glad that we all feel the same way. I don't know if you guys follow Tahoe TV on is it Tahoe TV? Yeah, Tahoe_TV on like Snapchat or Instagram. But he definitely had a lot to say. He definitely used this story about Fab and Emily to advise people to open up that line of communication and talk about these things with their sons and their daughters. And for him, he was more, when he first spoke about it, he was mainly talking about his daughter. He was like, I have to sit down with my daughter and have a conversation with her about this, blah, 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 blah. And he asked that all fathers do the same thing. He later came back on and he changed it from just daughters to make sure you talk about this with your sons as well. Like, this is not acceptable behavior. And, you talk to them because I'm not sure why people think that, like, I don't know. But he had a lot to say. So if y'all do not follow him, definitely follow him. Go on to his Snap and his Instagram before he deletes it. But I guess by the time I post this, it'll be deleted because it's 24 hours. But he definitely, and he said that he was boycott, like he's not listening to Fab music ever again. Now he said that the day the story came broke, but then the next day he said, okay, I think I jumped the gun. I might listen to a little Fab because I do like Fab, but I'm very disappointed. But then he said no, then he went back again and said, no, I really think I just can't support someone like that who, will like beat someone like a female up like she's a dude. So I think he's standing strong on the fact that he's no longer supporting Fab, even though Fab is like one of his favorite artists. But I was really glad that he used this as something else that parents can talk to their kids about. Because I mean, being, you always got to teach your children. But I think this is something that a lot of times gets swept under the rug, especially in Black communities. I think it gets swept under the rug. People don't, people always feel like it will never happen to them or happen to someone close to them, so they don't really pay attention to it. And it happens a lot more than people think. It really do. Like it do. It'll be the closest people to you who's getting their ass beat behind closed doors, and you will never know. And especially in our community, because we're taught to be so strong, we don't speak up when at the times that we need to, when we're at our weakest, which is sometimes, unfortunately, you're at the weakest when you're with the person that you love the most, because they want to use you as a fucking punching bag.
Oh, didn't Fab post that up? Like, oh, your strongest enemies are the ones who know you best.
Mm-hmm. Yo, he a whole clown ass. Yo, he gonna make me type. Like, I can't. Like, I cannot with Fab. Like, I can't with him right now.
How you play the victim?
So I did some research, you guys. And I did some research, and it's a lot about domestic violence out there. And I honestly didn't know, because I really hadn't looked into it. It's not one of those things that I research all the time. But I came across this one Instagram, and they was talking about covert narcissists, and the tactics that they use. So basically, this post, and I'll like anything that I researched or whatever, I'll put the links to the websites as well as the Instagrams to the people that I saw post and anything like that. And so this post said gaslighting is a favorite form of abuse for covert narcissists, aka passive aggressive, because it utilizes non-confrontational tactics. An example is a survivor will ask a covert narcissist a question, wait for an answer, and when they don't hear one, ask the toxic person the question again. The covert narcissist will say they already replied but never actually did. This is done to spin the survivor, create chaos, and keep the illusion of control over the conversation or situation. So basically, this is an example of psychological abuse. Is basically what that post is saying. This is psychological abuse. It is when your abuser basically make you seem like you're the crazy one. So I asked P a question. P never answers me. But then when I ask again, she's like, I fucking answered you already. So now you're making it seem like I have the issue, like I'm not paying attention or I'm doing something wrong. And now you've opened up this door for confrontation is basically what it is. Again, and like I said, I believe that psychological and verbal abuse leads to physical abuse. Because now in this situation, that turns, so I fucking answered you, you don't fucking listen, da 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 da. And then now it turns into a heated argument. And in a heated argument, you feel necessary to beat my fucking head in. Correct or not?
Correct.
Also, I went online and I looked at some statistics. They said on average, nearly 20 people per minute are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States. Didn't I just tell y'all that it happens a lot more often than we think? And it's a lot of times it's people that we know, but we will never know because they feel like they can't tell us. Every 20 minutes is, how many minutes is in a day? It's a lot of people.
She want to ask me this right about now. Like, I'm not thinking about that. How many minutes
like,
it is
get
in a
your
day?
magic calculator out. I mean, I'm just saying that is every 20 minutes is a lot. Then it says, during 1 year, this equates to more than 10 million women and men. Damn. That's a lot of people getting their ass beat.
I'm really over here trying to find how many minutes is in a day. So hold on.
The next stat, 1 in 3 women, while she do that, I'm just going to go down. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have been victims of some form of physical violence by an intimate partner within their lifetime. So 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men, which means that men are out here getting their asses beat just as much as women. And y'all need to, like, I don't understand why people can't keep their hands to themselves.
There's 1,440 minutes in a day. One day have 1,440 minutes in it.
That's crazy. Yeah, okay.
So she gonna make me do research.
1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men have been victims of severe physical violence by an intimate partner in their lifetime. So when they say severe physical violence, I guess they're meaning like landing you in a hospital, something that will lead to a police report, something that leaves actual physical marks to be counted as severe. 1 in 7 women and 1 in 18 men have been stalked by an intimate partner during their lifetime to the point in which they felt very fearful or believed that they or someone close to them will be harmed or killed. Have you ever been stalked? I've been stalked.
Yeah.
Douglas County had to put out a restraining order on my ex because
But how did the restraining order go? Was it good? Did he stop stalking you? Because
no.
they don't normally work.
No, he didn't stop stalking me. He didn't stop stalking me. And then he actually went to another county, the county in which my university was located, and tried to switch it as to if I was the person that was stalking him. So then he tried to have them serve me papers. But then Douglas County was like, and so basically I had papers in one county, he had papers in another county, but then Douglas County said, you know what, both of y'all stay the fuck away from each other. If any of y'all are caught near each other, both of y'all going to jail. I don't care who went to who.
That's the bottom line.
Yep.
They don't really work. Like,
they don't work.
And real talk, like, I know that I shouldn't be saying that, but they really don't work. You will get a restraining order and still be stalked or whatever. You gotta be your own protection or whatever. So you get the restraining order, but you still have your bat, you still have your mace, you still have your knife. Because these dudes be acting like idiots. Like, don't stalk me. Like, I definitely was stalked.
The first time I was ever stalked, I was in, first of all, I don't trust people, and I definitely don't trust men. Now, as an adult, I walk with my knife, my taser, and my pepper spray. You'll get hit with all three at one time if you fuck with me. Believe that. Catch me on a bad day, you will get double voltage. I'll turn that shit up on your ass. Catch me when I'm drinking, I don't know if you'll make it. But, I definitely walk with all three. I've definitely been stalked. I've definitely had restraining orders that did not work. So, I don't know. To each his own. You do with that information what you want. I say protect yourself. From the South, where we have the right to bear arms. New York, not so much. But tasers are legal in New York, so do with that what you want.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Let's see what else the stat says. On a typical day, there are more than 20,000 phone calls placed to domestic violence hotlines nationwide. The presence of a gun in a domestic violence situation increases the risk of homicide by, 500%.
Yes, it does.
500%.
Absolutely.
And so, they're trying to kill y'all. Kill us. Intimate partner violence account for 50% of all violent crimes.
Mm-hmm.
Women between the ages of 18 to 24 are most commonly abused by an intimate partner.
Mm-hmm.
90% of domestic violence involves a weapon. Domestic victimization is correlated with a higher rate of depression and suicidal behavior. Only 34% of people who are injured by intimate partners receive medical care for their injuries. Goes back to feeling ashamed, feeling like you can't talk about it. So if you can't talk about it and you're hiding it, you're not going to go seek medical help. But then again, a lot of times, your abuser will definitely lock your ass in the house. Or remind you that if you tell anybody, you will get your ass beat again. When it says women between the ages of 18 and 24, that just correlates to you're young, you don't know who you are. A lot of times we have low self-esteem. We find ourselves in situations that, wasn't even necessary. A lot of times we're too quick to leave the home. We just, a lot of times you get into your first relationship, you think you're so in love. You deal with a lot more things than you should. Like I said, self-esteem. A lot of times when you're unsure of who you are, you're still trying to figure out who you are. You put up with things that you should not put up with. So, and on top of that, 18 to 24 that's critical developmental years. So that will lead to a higher rate of depression, don't you think?
Yeah.
Higher rate of depression, suicidal thoughts. Yeah.
You gotta protect your energy out there because these people ain't playing. Somebody want to put their hands on you. Bottom line, they whack, they corny, whole bitch, whole nigga, and they gotta go. Like, clear the way. Like, clear out of their way. Let them be the abuser. Trust me, they gonna meet their match. And, you guys can't stay and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta go. You can't stay.
And then also, um, a lot of times domestic violence leads to or include rape. These stats says that almost half of females and 46.7% and male 44.9% victims of rape in the United States were raped by an acquaintance. Of these, 45.4% of female rape victims and 29% of male rape victims were raped by intimate partner.
Yeah.
Again, it be the people closest to you. Ask for help. Ask for help, and don't be afraid to walk away. I mean, a lot of times, a lot of these people are like, what it is I feel like I feel like men test you. I feel like they test you to see what they're gonna get away with. And
everybody do. They build up to
what they really want to do.
Yeah, they build it up. So you do the yelling. They might call you out your name, and the next thing you know, it escalates to the next thing. The next thing you know, they got hands and feet on you. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, always, that's why you always check them at the door. Don't talk to me retarded. Don't call me out my name. I do not play that. Like, you can't call me out my name. You can't talk to me out, like, out the side of your mouth either. I don't even, first of all, I don't have to give my man a reminder of that, but this go for any man.
Yeah.
Like, they tell you, you're not going, like, I had one guy calling me a girl, right? He was like, oh, okay, girl. All right, girl. So I'm like, is this nigga calling me a girl? Like, I just want to know, was that what he was saying? I have a name. My name is Precious. Like, I have a name. All you have to do is ask or whatever. And I said my name when I first met the dude. Like, this is a coworker, and he was calling me girl. And I said, let me ask you a question. Do you call your mother a girl? And then he was like, huh? I said, do you call your mother a girl? And he was like, no. I said, my name ain't girl. My name is Precious. And ever since then, he called me Precious. I feel like it starts with little stuff like that with anybody.
With anybody, yeah.
They start with one thing and see how they can get away with that. And then they
build up baby steps. And then one day they're going to take that big-ass fucking leap and whoop your ass. And you're going to be sitting there. You're going to sit there and say you ain't know where it came from, but you know exactly where it came from because it was leading to that. My mama always told me, she always told me that she don't play with people. And she always told me don't play with people. She said she don't play fight. She don't play argue. She don't play none of that. Because them little old play fights, they trying to test you. One to figure out what your real strength is. And then two, to see how they try to creep up into that so that they could be bold enough to actually do that shit one day.
Yeah.
I don't play that.
Don't play that
talk to me crazy.
Like, nope.
We not play fighting. If I say I'm not in the mood, I'm not in the fucking mood. If I say I don't want to have sex, I don't want to have sex. Don't ask me again. Now you're fucking harassing me. I will file charges. I'll be petty as that. Because what they would do is come home one day and just try to take that shit from you. And just because y'all had sex before and you said yes before does not mean that your yes from a month ago equates, like, it is good for today. Like, this ain't no rain check pussy. No. So be mindful. Definitely. I don't know. Like, I'm just so disturbed by this. Like, I'm really disturbed that he really knocked out her 2 front teeth. And I'm really disturbed that he was that comfortable. Because now I feel bad because I feel like she's just been sitting there suffering all these years. I mean, of course, we been knew that from how meek she was on Love and Hip Hop. But to actually have it come to light means, like, that's crazy. Like, you just gonna really knock her teeth out like that? Like, what happened? Why?
I really hope this is her wake-up call, because
I really hope she don't go back. I'm not.
She might, but I'm praying that she does not. Them 2 front teeth, that's important. I don't know. Ooh. I would have been like, woo, buddy. And I'm pretty sure he gonna pay for the best dentist around town. That's fine. I still wouldn't want to go back. You're not gonna be knocking out. Your teeth are bones. Like, can you imagine? Who the hell does that?
Fab.
You know what? Fab. You're right.
Let me Google famous, so we could just put all of them out there. Famous people who has, like.
We ain't giving these people no energy, girl. You ain't even gotta worry about all that. Y'all know these celebrities be knocking on their girls, and their girls are crazy to stay. But to each his own. You know, like, I ain't got time. I ain't giving them that type of energy. Not on this platform. Like,
I definitely have. I know I have to have that conversation with INJ, because especially, India. Like, ain't nobody about to be knocking my sister around. But my little brother, he not about to be knocking nobody else's daughter around either. So,
You definitely gotta make sure they know to have respect for women as men. My sons definitely have respect for women because they know I'm gonna kick their ass. You're not gonna be out here putting your hands on no girl, calling no girl out her name. They like, oh, if a girl slap me or whatever, let me deal with that. Let me deal with her and her mother because I'm gonna beat your ass because your daughter got a hand problem. But my son cannot hit no girl. But I saw one video where this little girl was knocking the shit out of this little boy, and he kept telling her like, I don't hit girls. That video made me very upset because mothers, you also need to teach your daughters how to keep their hands
to them fucking stuff.
Off of boys.
Yep.
Because boys have a different type of strength than females. So stop telling them that they can beat a man. Okay? They might run across one or two that they can whip out or whatever. They can't beat no man. Not no woman can beat no man. So please stop. And I'm like, Lord, please don't let this be my sons because I'm knocking on the mother's door because I want to fight. You better ask my sons. They know. They know. They definitely do know. Like, I will go to bat for my kids or whatever. And if I feel like if your daughter, I can't whoop your daughter ass, I'm going to have to do yours. So we going to have to work this out. So this is a warning for anybody who think their daughters is getting with my sons.
Yeah, I don't play that. Like, I don't know. But aside from you, do you know anybody who, do you know anybody who, like, personally who has been a victim?
As of when?
As of ever.
Yeah, I'm a domestic violence advocate. I definitely have. I know plenty of women who have gotten beat down.
Yeah, my grandfather. I just asked, but my grandfather, he hit my grandmother once, and that was the last time he hit her because she fucked him up and then divorced him. Filed for divorce papers the next day.
You can't be putting your hand on no woman. You'll lose your woman too. Putting your hands on her.
Yeah, my mom said they shut Church Avenue down. My grandmother busted him in his head with a glass seashell, and yeah, my mom was like, your grandmother filed for divorce the next day. She wasn't with the shits. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know much people who speak about it. Like I said, I feel like people are just so afraid to talk about it. So I don't know much people who speak about it, but. We just hope that if you're in that situation that you seek help. Do not be afraid to speak up. Definitely use this as a time to talk to your sons and your daughters. They both, our sons and our daughters both need guidance. They need to know that it is not acceptable, that is not okay, that is not love, that is just, and you will go to jail.
You will go to jail.
You will go to jail.
You will definitely go to jail.
But we will link P's organization at the bottom for you guys. I will link the websites that we got the stats from so that you can read them on your own. And we'll also link other agencies, domestic violence agencies that you can go to for help. There's a nationwide database, so you just go on there. You click on the state that you're in, and they'll tell you all of the organizations that's in your area, and also provide 1,800 helplines for those who.
I'm like 1,800, 1-800.
1-800. What I said, 1,800. Still drunk from last night. 1-800. 1-800 numbers.
That's a first. 1,800 hotlines. I'm still stuck on that. I'm tired. As y'all can tell, I keep yawning. I'm definitely tired or whatever. It was a long night last night or whatever. So, excuse me, but she just said 1,800. Oh, I got her. I'm listening. Mm-hmm.
Y'all forgive me. I knew it had sounded weird, but I was like, but no. I knew it sounded weird, but in my head, I'm like, no, it is 1-800. Like, but anyway, we will link the numbers, the websites, and P's organization all on the bottom for you.
Yes, we will.
Don't forget the best number to always dial is 911. Call the police on his ass.
Yeah, black people, get out that habit of, we can't be calling the police. Yes, you better. When somebody, let them fight the cops. The cops get paid to fight their ass too. I bet you they'll stop putting their hands on people. Let them fight the cops. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she's a big advocate. You like, call the police? I'm like, wait, no. But you know what? No, call the police. Call the police. If you feel like you are in danger, your life is being threatened, you are not comfortable, call the police. And listen to your gut instincts, lady. Your guts always kick in before he start kicking you.
Call the cops. We ain't got time for all this. Call the cops.
That's what I'm saying. Listen to your gut instinct. If your gut is telling you you're in danger, call the police.
The cops get paid to be fighters.
You are paying them. Your tax-paying dollars are paying them.
Call them.
Call them.
Call them.
But I guess that's all for today's show. Like, you guys, like, I'm just really, really sad. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that shit is so disturbing to me. Like, it's like in my head. That is so disturbing.
It was definitely disturbing to me. We was gonna talk about something totally different. And
we changed it up. We said, we have to talk about this. And normally we post on Saturdays. But if we could get this edited and out, we might post this faster than that because
she pushing it. We posting this on Saturday. Y'all gonna get this on a Saturday.
Whatever. Like, she's like, she pushing it. Well, because we do have lives and we have a lot going on.
We could definitely get it edited and out, but
I don't know. But I won't even lie. Just hearing that, like, I won't even lie. I almost shed a tear just now when you told me that your ex had kicked you in your head.
You ain't got to show no tear for me. I'm out. Got the fuck out.
No, I know, but it's just that,
it happened. It happened. That's not even something I want to revisit because I could care less about it. It happened. You ain't got to shed no tears. I got the fuck up out of Dodge. Ain't never look back.
Shout out to a real nigga. Her dude. He's nice.
What? He alright. Even if it wasn't for him, I was out the door anyway. But how bad?
But I'm just saying, like, you went for a shithole.
I know,
so the
right?
next one was just, you know, everybody have their faults, but he treats you like a queen, and that's what matters.
He really do. But anyway, it's not an episode about that. Like, you know.
Anyway, okay, so we are logging off. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, guys, click the links in the bottom. Always dial 911 if you can't find no 1-800 number.
We are out.
Bye.
See y'all later.